They cost 1.9 million Japanese yen. The bathroom signs.
It looks like a mess. Talk about me, not the Sunday.
Sailor Moon is celebrating 30 years, and there's a limited time museum here in Tokyo. There's an exhibit, there's merchandise, and there's a cafe. Today, I'm going to show you inside. We're going to do some shopping, and also we're going to try the food. So let's do this. The Sailor Moon Museum is on for a limited time until December 30th, and it's here in Roppongi, inside the Roppongi Museum. Now, a ticket is 2,000 yen, which is about $16, and you can buy that online in advance. And if you want to buy a ticket the day of, if there's availability, you can get it for 2,200 yen. A huge thank you to Roppongi Museum for inviting us to show you everything they have here at the Sailor Moon Museum. Enough talking, let's head inside.
We're inside the museum here, and we're just heading inside. And we have this gorgeous photo spot right here. Ugh. I love it. We're in the first room here, and they played the opening. Sailor Moon Museum. So we're in the first room, and they played a little bit from the anime. We weren't able to record that, but we have all these here. These are wonderful. Okay, we're gonna continue on. So we're in the first big room here, and it goes through the story of the manga. So we have the Dark Kingdom there, and we have the artwork. That is amazing. Oh, I love it. And we have Black Moon. I remember reading some of these. Not when I was a kid, but yeah, it's been a while. Death Busters, 3. Very quiet in here. And we got Dead Moon. And then we have the Shadow Galactica. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna head into the next room here. And here it's going through all the animes from the original all the way to the new movie that's coming out next year. So it even has information on here from when it aired in 92 every Saturday from 7 to 7:30. We have all this artwork here. Now this is what I grew up watching. Since I'm from Canada, this actually aired on YTV. Now I know we got a sanitized version, and I did go back eventually and watch the original Japanese version, and yeah, there was a lot changed. Then we got Sailor Moon R. That was in 93 to 94. Oh, I love this. The character designs and everything. Sailor Moon S. That was 94 to 95. And there's also TVs here showing all the different shows. I'm not allowed to film it though, so I can't show that to you. But if you're watching this, you've probably seen the shows. Now this is very cool too. I love seeing that kind of stuff. And it's Sailor Moon Super S. That was in 95 to 96. There's just so much. Oh, that's great. Sailor Stars. And then we have the more recent Sailor Moon Crystal. Seasons 1, 2, and 3. And Sailor Moon Eternal, the movie that came out last year. Yes. And then we have the Sailor Moon Cosmos. That's coming out in 2023. So here, these wedding outfits were made for the museum that they did about 6 years ago. So they brought it back to show off. And these are gorgeous. Look at that. I would rock that. Maybe this too. They're both. That is gorgeous. And there's more wedding outfits on the other side. But they have all these toys. All these Sailor Moon toys. The original toys. Look at this. And it's all like just nicely placed and everything. And this is stuff we wouldn't have seen in North America either. There's just so much. And we're going to be looking at the shop too, see what they got for merchandise. Yes, 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 yes. This is so good. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh, we have all the plushes too. Sailor Moon's dolls box. That is a big box. Look at all these. Look at them all. Oh, I like it that they're in their school outfits. I've never seen like those before. You know, you always see them in their sailor outfits, but not the school outfits. Oh yeah, we got the figurines that you can find pretty much everywhere. Oh, that's awesome. Some dolls. Oh yeah, I've seen these in the arcades before too. Yes, yes. Work. These are wonderful. Okay. But look at these wedding outfits. Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous. I love it. And over here we got Luna, Archimedes. And over here we have pillows. Luna. Look at that. What are these? Oh, trading cards and phone cards? Because phone cards were a thing for collecting way back when. Obviously not anymore. That is really awesome. We have more stuff. Okay, this looks like pens, stationery. Oh yeah, perfumes, accessory case. It's brilliant. Oh, and then of course, you know, gotta have like wallets and pass cases and things like that, and cell phone charms. And there's even this little ride that you could have ridden back in the 90s. It's 100 yen, I'm guessing. I don't know, but that's that's awesome. In the next room here, they have costumes from the musicals that they've done. So here, these are the costumes from the musicals that they did that toured the world. I never actually saw it, but maybe you have? If you've seen it, let me know. And then this one is from the newer musical that they've done. I love that. And then here, Tuxedo Mask and Sailor Moon. This is from the cafe that they used to have. The cafe no longer exists, unfortunately, but there was a musical component to it. I never got to do it. But that's really cool. And then on the other side over here, on the other side here, we have costumes from the original Bondi musical. So they have the programs here. I love that they have the boots there too. These look very small. I definitely would not fit in there in these. These are like magazine covers. Oh, I love the artwork. Okay, there's another room here with original artwork that we're not allowed to film in, so we're just going to pop in there and then continue on. While you're not allowed to take photos or videos, we were provided with some video to show you the inside where all this original artwork is from Naoko Takeuchi, and I could spend hours in here. There's just so much to soak in. So we have this here, and this was created specifically for the museum. And I love that the planets are above them. And they're kind of, obviously they're not to scale, but you know, they're kind of to scale. Look at that. Boop. This is gorgeous. That was also created for the museum. This is original artwork for the series, but they redid the background for the museum specifically. Oh my goodness, there's even some artwork here that Naoko Takeuchi made for the opening. Thank you for coming. Oh, that is so cool. So there's a Jimmy Choo and Sailor Moon collaboration that you can get a pair of boots. Look at that. Look at that. Those are fabulous. They cost 1.9 million Japanese yen, which is roughly 15,000 US dollars. Look at the moon on there. And those are, I'm gonna butcher this word. I've tried to say it a million times and I can't say it. This Swarovski crystals, you know, the famous crystals. I can't say the word, whatever. We're going to move on. Let's not focus on that. Let's just focus on these fabulous shoes. Like, look at that. Boots, not shoes, boots. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, since I can't afford this, let's go check out the merchandise that I can potentially afford. Now we're gonna check out the merchandise in here. There's a lot of merchandise, so let's do this. Oh my goodness, there are LEDs in the back. Can we buy those? Seriously, can we buy those? We're gonna check it out. There's a lot of merchandise. So I asked, and I was told that this stuff here is actually stuff that is from the Sailor Moon Cafe that is now closed, unfortunately. So I guess they had stuff left over. It closed because of, 2020. A lot of things didn't make it, and unfortunately the Sailor Moon Cafe was not one of them. Because it had like a musical component to it, like live, basically a live theater, live musical. There's like stickers. Yeah, we're not going to go through absolutely everything. I'm not going to give prices for everything because there's just way too much. But we're just going to look at this stuff because there's so cute. Oh yeah, Shining Moon Tokyo. So yeah, that was the cafe. Oh, I'm just really sad that I never got to do it. I had plans to, but it just didn't pan out. Oh, I like the stickers here. Those are cool. And there's a bunch of t-shirts here too. I really like this one. Small and medium. That's pretty long. What size is this? 7,000 yen. 77 after taxes. That's really cool though. Oh, I love that. Kind of want it. 7,000 yen is a little steep for a t-shirt. But that, I like the retro feel of that. What are these? Cookies? Yeah, cookies. Omiyage, the cookies. What are those? 1,300 yen. Oh my goodness. Like little memos. Ooh, I cannot read that. I was looking at the website and I saw what these were, but I can't remember exactly, but I don't know, looks cool. And we have more t-shirts. Moon Prism Power Makeup. Ah, yes. Cleaning cloth, yeah. Micro cloth. Blind bag pins, that's evil, but it's like the logos. Look at all the logos. Oh my goodness. Yes. How much are these? Hello? Hello? Hello. 600 yen. It's not bad. I might have to do that. And we have some coasters. Yeah, coasters, 800 yen. And more t-shirts. Oh, and masking tape. A little masking tape stand. Okay, that's actually... I have a lot of masking tape at home. That might be coming home with me too. And I have more stuff here. I want to get that. I really do, but it's like one size, so I don't know if that's going to fit me. We have some metal buttons. They're called metal can badges. 4,000 yen for the set. Woo. Woo. But those are nice. Those are really nice. We got some shirts. And... oh, we have a Luna little handbag. Or maybe a makeup case. That's really nice. 6,000 yen. So over here are the shirts. Ah, that is so cool. I love these. I love it. Love it. Love it. 4,000 yen. Only just came out beginning of August. August 1st. This is a toothbrush pouch. A little toiletry bag for 1,500 yen. More cases. 1,600 yen for that. Masking tape cutter. That's awesome. What are these? Face powder collection. Oh, I see. That's actually pretty cool. 2,700 yen for those. They have little more pouches. What is that? 3,200 yen for that. And we have pens. 1,100 yen. Although they are kind of nice. I have to admit it. Yeah, those are nice. More pens up there. Dr. Grip. Haven't heard of that brand before. 25th anniversary. Oh, I think this corner is stuff that's from the official Sailor Moon store. That is in Harajuku, in La Forêt. So yeah, there's an official Sailor Moon store that's been around for a few years and it has tons of Sailor Moon merchandise. So this stuff is not exclusive to here. I'm trying to focus on the exclusive museum stuff. Oh yeah, Sailor Moon Store Original. There we go. Maybe if I read. Okay, so that's that stuff. But postcards. I'm a sucker for postcards. Especially if you watch my previous videos, I love postcards because the artwork is always so gorgeous. It's easy to store and display. And it's, you know, affordable. How much is this? Let me guess. 1,500 yen. Nope. 800 yen. Okay, there we go. There's so 200 yen a piece. So we got those. Wait, they're different? Okay, so the set is different from the original, or from the individual ones here. Okay. Ugh. Love it. These are so pretty. So talented. I wish I could draw like this. I do. No, it's not happening. I always admire people that are able to draw. Oh, it's an acrylic stand. Oh, this is the big portrait that we saw earlier. So you can get it as a little acrylic stand. It just went on sale too. It's 1,800 yen. Ah, there it is, all set up. That's cool. And then we're getting into the soundtracks, and they have Blu-rays of the musicals. Yeah, here's all the musicals. Remember I mentioned the musicals earlier? Well, you can buy a lot of the newer ones. I'm told these are the newer musicals. So DVD. Oh, these are DVD. Okay. So if it's DVD, it's gonna be region locked, I'm guessing. Not sure. There's a good chance though. If it's DVD, it's gonna be, yeah, region locked. Blu-ray typically isn't. I mean, there is region lock on Blu-ray, but not to the extent of DVDs. Anyway, whatever. And we got some blind bag. Ooh, clear files. Blind bag clear files. What is this? Chopstick set? Oh, yeah. Chopstick set, Luna. Artemis. Oh, and the little chopstick stand. That's, oh my goodness. That is beautiful. And we got the masking tape again. And what's this? Oh, it's a little plate. Like a display plate. And the masking tape, and we saw those. Yes. I love this. I love it with all the logos. That's beautiful. We love it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can buy those. You can buy that. And you can buy that one over there. That says Sailor Moon. Seriously? You can buy these? 440,000 yen. So, you know, usually drop the last two digits. That's roughly how much it is. But that's like $4,000, $3,000. It's going to be cheaper with conversion to US dollars, but still. that's a lot. But that is so cool. I don't have the wall space for that. Ugh, I really want this shirt. It's kind of thick too. Was it 6,000? Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. But it's really cool. And then we got like bandanas, 1,600 yen, and a tote bag, notebooks. There's just so much stuff. Ugh. Got little acrylics. Yeah, so that's what these are. Little acrylic stands. Oh, and clear files. My beloved I'm gonna have to get this. Like, seriously. Gonna have to get these. Because I have a binder that I put these all in. Oh, gorgeous. Oh my goodness, and they even have them like manga. These are re-releases and they're smaller, I'm told. Oh, that's really cool. So they re-released them. And they have like little memos with the the cover art on it. They're like 400 yen. That's pretty cool. Oh, I love it. I love that they have these kind of things. Sailor V. What's this? They have the Q-Pusk. All the little figurines. Oh my goodness. Wait. So it's this one inside. This is the original look of Sailor Moon. That is so cool. How much is this? 3,800 yen. So it's this size. It's pretty small. Smaller than the regular Q-Pusk that you get in the crane games. But that is so cool. And there's like a booklet inside. Oh, that's awesome. That is really awesome. More books. And we looked at this stuff already. Oh my goodness. There's just so much wonderful merchandise. Okay, I am really hungry, so we're going to head into the cafe and try out the food. They have these prints that you can actually buy. They're not cheap. 55,000 yen, that's like $500, $350. But they're on display here that you can buy if you like. That's awesome. It's gorgeous too. Ugh. Yes, please. The bathroom signs. Sailor Moon and tuxedo mask. We're going to be heading into the cafe here. And they have a bunch of food that we're going to be trying. I'm actually quite hungry. So I'm looking forward to all of this. Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Museum Slider. That was a mouthful. So yeah, it's themed to the inner five with this. So we have this small slider. You got Sailor Moon on there. And this is steamed chicken with basil. And then this one is egg and shrimp. And then we have some salad action going on. And we have a soup as well. Don't know what's in the soup, but we will surely find out. Thank goodness I'm not allergic to anything. It's okay, you can ask, but you know, I like to be surprised. Life is surprising, so why not? Okay, we're gonna do the chicken, steamed chicken in the basil. So this is what it looks like on the inside here. Looks nice. Okay. The bun is nice and soft. And yeah, we got Sailor Moon on there, so let's give this a try. And there's also some tomato. This is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. The bun is nice and toasted, like it's soft, but the outside is toasted. The chicken's actually pretty flavorful with the basil, and the tomato gives it it's just great. The egg and shrimp slider, and on here it has the Sailor Moon. It's a Sailor Moon museum on there. A little hard to see, but it's pressed in there. And the bun, again, nice and toasted. And there's some sauce in here, which I'm not sure. It's like a tomato sauce. I prefer the chicken one, let's be honest. But we got some carrots. I think there's some vinegar on here. Looks like there's some vinegar on it. There's a type of vinegar. It's nice. It's very fresh. I like that. There's like some blue dressing on this. I'm not sure if you can see that. But yeah, there's like some blue dressing on here. Right there. So I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out. It was like a very mild vinaigrette type of dressing. Pink soup. It's a potato soup. It's a pink potato soup. In the name of the moon, I will punish you. Omelet rice. Yep. That's exactly what this is. Got Sailor Moon on there, and we got a moon. It's omelet rice. So we have egg on the top, and then we have some rice on there, and then we have some nice sauce and a little salad. We got a little salad there. This is really well presented. I love that. I wonder what is this sauce? Probably a cheese. Yeah, it's like a white sauce, like the bechamel white sauce. And we have the omelet. Ooh. And I think there's ketchup in there because it has like a red color on there. There's usually ketchup in omelet rice. I love omelet rice, by the way. I could eat it every single day. It's very inoffensive in the flavor. That's usually how omelet rice is. It's rice with some ketchup in it and omelet.
with a little bit of sauce. The best way to describe omelet rice is it's comfort food. It really is. It's very comfortable. Then the salad's just gonna have a little bit of dressing. The dressing is like a vinaigrette. I don't know, what is, I think this Sailor Moon's like powdered sugar? Yep. Sugar. No, this was really tasty and well presented. Very creative. Time for dessert. We're having 3 of these different floats. So the first one up is Sailor Moon and Chibi Moon. Then we have Mercury and Jupiter. And then we have Venus and Mars. First one we're gonna try is the Sailor Moon and Chibi Moon. So there's soft cream in here, ice cream. There's like little sparkles on here too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's like a vanilla soft serve. And these are little wafers. I don't know what the flavor is with these. We're gonna find out. Peach, which I guess would make sense. And it's not super sweet, which I love when things are not super sweet. I can't deal with things that are just sugar, you know? Now we're gonna try this one here, Jupiter and Mercury. And there's some jelly on the bottom of these as well. Ooh, mint. That is really refreshing. So that Venus and Mars, let me guess, this is probably like a pineapple. It's a fruit of some sort. I can't tell what fruit it is. After much debating, back and forth, I think it's pineapple and apple. Either way, this one is the best one with the mint. Here we have the Chibi Moon pudding a la mode. There's a lot going on in here, just like me. So we have look at little Chibi Moon there. We have some raspberries, some strawberries. There's pudding in here. You can see that. Some bananas. Some, I'm guessing, strawberry ice cream. And there's some kind of fruit in there that's cut up. We'll find out what that is. And there's, I'm not sure what this is. A cookie. I'll wait for cookie. The wafers don't taste like anything. This cream, it's really good. It's strawberry. Some strawberries and raspberries here. There's a pit in the cherry. The pudding, so like the pudding is very common. You can get these pretty much anywhere. And they're always really, really tasty. Some ice cream. Very potent strawberry, and I'm here for it. Too much sugar, you guys, so too much sugar. It looks like a mess. I'm talking about me, not the sundae. Fantastic. The Inner 5 Rainbow Parfait. So we have some lovely strawberry and looks like whipped cream. Then we got some blue. Don't know what the blue is, we'll find out. Strawberry, kiwi, and I'm guessing this is orange? Orange or pineapple? One of the two. And I love on the top here, there's like a moon on there. Look at that. The top is like a strawberry whipped cream. It is delicious. Pretty sweet. Oh, and we got some cake, sponge cake in there. And so the blue, you know what, the blue is probably raspberry. Yeah, it's mint. Wasn't expecting that. And then, okay, there's some of the strawberries. We're gonna get down with the strawberries in here. I love strawberries. And some kiwi. Okay, the flavors are all just starting to mix together now, let's be honest. Kiwi. There are little bits of fruit in here as well, which is nice. Uh-oh. Yeah, the bottom is orange. There's a lot going on here, but I like it. The Cosmic Heart Compact Dessert Plate. Now this is very colorful. We got jelly going on, we got some strawberry, we got some mousse. You know how much I love a mousse. I love mousse so much, you know that. So we have the compact heart cookie. You can actually buy this by itself at the front if you want. And this is really cute. and really hard. Just sugar cookie. I think this is mousse on the top. You know how much mousse I eat on this channel. I probably have eaten like 3 bathtubs worth of mousse. That sounds really bad when I say it out loud. Anyway, we're having more mousse. I think this is a strawberry mousse. No, it's raspberry. Strawberry, raspberry. It's berry. The presentation on this was fantastic. I kind of destroyed it. In terms of flavor, I mean, there's just a lot of strawberry going on. A lot of mousse. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that we've done Sailor Moon food a few times in the past year. Like we did the Illuminations, which was last winter, and then we also did the Sailor Moon event at Universal Studios Japan. Now both of those had food, and of course today we tried some food. So I would say this food here was top tier in terms of just the overall presentation and the overall flavor of everything. I was pleasantly surprised of just the quality of the food here. I would say Universal Studios Japan was kind of in the middle of the road in terms of the food. The food is fun and it looks great and it does taste pretty good, but this stuff here is just like just took a little bit further, which was fantastic. And then unfortunately the Illuminations that we did last winter, the food, I mean, pink carbonara. So I would say that would be at the bottom of the list. So overall, this was really, really good. Thank you again to Roppongi Museum for inviting us here and trying out the cafe, showing you the merchandise, and showing you the museum. Remember, it is on until December 30th, 2022, and they are changing some of the things in the museum over the course of time here until December 30th. I'll put a link in the description below for you, so if you want to buy tickets, if you're in Japan right now, to come and check this out, because if you're a Sailor Moon fan, you definitely have to come here. Seriously, you really do. Out of everything that I showed you here today, what did you like the most? Let me know in the comments below with the keyword moon. Okay, I really need to work off this food, and I feel like I say that at the end of every video that I have food, because you know what? It is true. It really is. All right, I'll put a link up here for you for another video on Sailor Moon, so you can go and check that out. You can watch me eat some pink carbonara. That was something else. It really was. All right, Explorers, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.